seeds until her wrists cramped. The work didn't break her, but the isolation dug at her spirit. The language they spoke was thick, with consonants and rhythm like drum beats. She listened, day after day, trying to make sense of it. She was not permitted near the fire. Her bed was a lean-to of broken reeds. At night, the drums spoke of things she could not understand: mourning, memory, war. She watched Chilgozo from a distance. He never addressed her, but his eyes followed her, curious. Unreadable. Then came the monsoon. Rain in the desert is not gentle. It arrives with thunder and punishment. The canyon turned to a flood path. That night, Isabel ran. She ran barefoot over shale and cactus, guided by moonlight and rage. She ran until her feet split and her knees bled. And at the top of the pass, where the trail split into the mountains, she saw him. He stood there, alone, no war paint, just a figure beneath the lightning. She stopped, panting, trembling. He did not raise his bow. He stepped forward and threw a deerskin cloak over her shoulders. It smelled of sage and blood. Then, without a word, he turned and walked back. She followed. Something changed in that moment. Not trust, not forgiveness, but recognition. He had not caught her. He had waited. The days that followed Isabel's return to the Apache camp were marked by silence, but a different kind of silence than before. It wasn't rejection or punishment anymore. It was curiosity. A strange, flickering attention followed her as she moved among them, fetching water from the spring, kneeling in the dust to grind meal, braiding yucca cord. The children, who once mocked her, now paused in their games to watch her work. The women, while still distant, no longer turned away with disdain. She was no longer the ghost of a dead caravan. She was a question that had not yet been answered. Chilgozo had not spoken to her since that night. Yet something had undeniably shifted. He would pass near where she worked, sometimes stopping to look, not for long, but long enough that she felt the heat of his gaze like the desert sun. It wasn't desire, at least not in the way she had feared. It was something deeper, harder to name: respect, calculation, wonder. She couldn't say. One evening, as fire danced on the canyon walls and the warriors sat in a semicircle around old Sháńdíín, the lodge's most revered storyteller, Isabel, lingered on the